Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode 271 of Constructing Los Dangeles. How's everybody doing? We are back on the city today, and today's going to be another 10-minute post-commentary episode. So I have some building pre-recorded in the background for you guys to watch, and I'm going to be going through some topics in my commentary for this video. But as always, before I kind of get started with my topics, I am going to just quickly talk about what I built in the background today. And I was working on Papa's Pizzeria Apartments. I don't really have a better name for it right now, so I've just been calling it that. But it's the apartment complex. It's pretty small. That is just right above the Papa's Pizzeria building. And this apartment complex is, again, like I said, not very big. It's only about 4 floors, 3.5, I guess, because the top floor is only one apartment. And I'm just kind of working on it today. And I actually get a lot of stuff done on this video. When you watch it, it might not seem like I get a whole lot of stuff done, but I actually got a chance to fill in all the ceilings and the floors for every single level, and the walls, the floor plans are put in for every level. I actually also got started on some of the bathrooms for, I think, the apartments on the right side of the building today as well. But this building is getting pretty close to being done. I just have to finish up the furnishing on it, so it'll likely be finished on either my next stream or just, whenever I get time to build off camera. And, we'll get that done. We'll get one step closer to finishing the world. And it's a pretty basic interior. 2 apartments on each floor, both of which are different from one another. But each floor has the same apartments as the previous one. 3.5 floors. We have a staircase that we built on the outside of the building on episode 270, which was last episode. And that came out pretty good. It's kind of just a fire escape staircase, so it really only would be in use if the elevator on the interior was malfunctioning or something like that, or obviously if there was a fire. But this is Minecraft. Technically, we don't need any of that stuff, but I'm trying to go, as realistic as I can make it. So that's how that's turning out right now. I think it's coming along pretty nice. It's a good-looking building. It's always been giving me kind of trouble whether or not I want to actually keep it, because I've always really liked the restaurant on the first floor, Papa's Pizzeria, that I built with Mason a few months ago. I've always liked that, so I wanted to do something with it. I was either going to just scrap the apartments above and leave the restaurant, but I decided, give the apartments a chance, and I think it's coming along pretty nice. So hopefully you guys enjoy watching that. And then moving on into some of my topics for this video, it's going to be a little bit Survival Island based, because last episode I asked you guys to write some questions in the comment section about what you want to know about Survival Island Season 4, just some of the basic questions about the series. So I kind of went through the comments, and I just picked some out, and I'm going to be kind of just trying to answer some of these frequently asked questions about the season, so we'll kind of just jump right into that right now. Some of the main questions: yes, it is going to be on PC. It's going to be the first Survival Island season on PC. And before I get into any other the questions, guys, I wanted to kind of just quickly thank you guys for the support on the first video. It got a lot of views, like really, really fast, and a lot of people were liking it, which I really appreciate. It's almost got 1,000 likes already, which is pretty good since it was uploaded only like 2 days ago. So that was really awesome. I'm excited to see how this season turns out, because we have a lot more people on the world now. I believe there are 8 people now that have the server address that can play on it right now. So it's going to be a lot of buildings, a lot of houses, lots of fun. And some of the other questions that I wanted to get into, a lot of people are saying that, it's not really Survival Island. There was plenty of comments saying, like, Survival Island is supposed to be, limited resources on a small island. And I totally understand that. I get it. But the thing is, we've already done that in the Survival Island series. So we had Season 1 was basically that. It was a really tiny island, just me and Tyler, limited resources, and it was a lot of fun. Season 1 was great. It was very successful, but I don't see the point of doing another season like that, because we've already done it once. There's no point in me uploading the same thing again. That's just silly. The series always has to be evolving and taking the next step. And then once we went to Season 2, we chose a little bit bigger of an island, which was actually also pretty difficult since there weren't a lot of animals on it. So it wasn't necessarily like bare bones survival, but it was still Survival Island. And then Season 3, we went to an even bigger island. We moved to Xbox One, and that was a little bit more, building based. We built a lot of stuff. We actually built some amazing stuff on Season 3, so I felt like Season 3 went really well. And now Season 4 is just going to be Season 3, but way, way bigger, way more expansive. It's a gigantic island we're playing on. I've been playing. I probably put like 5 or 6 hours into the island already, and I have not like explored the entire thing. I don't even have any grasp on how big it is. It's a really, really awesome seed. It's a custom seed on PC, and it's been a ton of fun so far. So I know it's not really like Survival Island in terms of like the survival aspect, because it's not that challenging to stay alive. But that's not like what we were going for in the first place. That was not our intention in any way to make it like that for Season 4. That was just that was a Season 1 thing. You know, we could go back and do another bare bones survival season, maybe next season, Season 5. Who knows? We're just getting started with Season 4, so I'm not even gonna think about that. But maybe me and Tyler could go back and do another like super small bare bones island. But it just doesn't make sense for me to upload the same thing twice. So that's why we've just kept on expanding it and evolving it, and now it's like this server, more or less. It only has the Survival Island title to it because it's just a part of the series, and that's really it. So it's not necessarily the Survival Island you would think of. It's just kind of like, you know, evolving with the series. But I think I've drilled that home enough. So I guess we'll move on to some other questions. So people are asking me about texture packs and shaders mods for the PC version. I'll kind of, you know, discuss that a little bit. As far as shaders, I don't think I'm going to be using them. I might use them for like thumbnails and maybe some like showcases of like the stuff we built, but I personally don't like playing with shaders on PC. I like looking at stuff in shaders, but not necessarily playing with it, like playing survival. So probably keep the shaders off. For the first episode of the series, I used the Flows HD texture pack, and I actually stopped using it because a lot of people are saying that it's not really like compatible with survival. Which makes sense to me. I totally get it. You know, Flows HD, it's a great looking texture pack for pretty much every block in the game, but it definitely isn't like the most ideal texture pack for survival. I mean, I don't know, I like it more than others, but I'm going to be using the default for now. But I am open to suggestions on texture packs. Some people recommend I use like the Faithful texture pack or Soartex, or, you know, any of the options that have been given. So I'll definitely be, you know, exploring options like that throughout the season, and we'll see what happens when it comes to texture packs. But right now I'm just going default, no shaders, and the island it looks amazing really no matter what I use. So it's kind of just a win-win for me no matter what I use. But that's been going pretty good so far. So that's pretty much it for my Survival Island section of this video. I just wanted to answer some of the questions that people were writing in the comments from last episode, since I said I was going to do that. So I did that for a little bit on this episode, and then pretty much for the rest of this, we have a few more minutes left in this one. Just kind of quickly update you what I'm doing. So there's going to be a lot of speed ups during this video, as you guys have seen. Lots of floors and ceilings being put in. So that's all, you know, fine and dandy. It's got to be done. I'm glad to get one of these interiors out of the way, because as you guys know, interiors are pretty much the only thing that I'm doing left on Los Dangeles. Like, I have like everything else done. It's crazy. I was just like flying around the other day, and it's just like 65-70% of the world is like completely covered, complete. And it's honestly even more than that probably, and it's really just interiors at this point. Like, I gotta finish up the theater, hospital's almost done as well, and then I gotta finish up just like a couple more skyscrapers and the townhouses. And then like when you look at my to-do list, once all those things are done, like that's pretty much it. Then it's just like, you know, clean up, make sure everything like looks good, there's no mistakes on any of the builds, and you know, putting in road signs and fixing some of the roads and things like that. And then like the world is done, so we're getting pretty close to it being finished. You know, just getting stuff done as much as I can. As you guys know, my live streams have helped me a lot, you know, stay productive on the world, and those are going to even ramp up even more now that I am done with class. I'm on summer break right now, which is pretty good. So just been kind of focusing pretty much solely on YouTube right now, which is pretty cool. So with that, guys, that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you guys very much for watching episode 271 of Constructing Los Angeles. If you guys want to leave any question of the day submissions in the comment section, feel free. And I'll go through those, see if I can find a good one for episode 272, which will be back to a normal episode. And then one of the times during the 270s, guys, I will get a special guest on the series for the next episode. It actually could be Jack. It very well could be Jack. I've been talking to Jack a lot lately since he's actually in New Jersey right now working a job. So I've been able to hang out with him and talk to him a little bit more. So it's a good chance that maybe 2 episodes from now, or maybe even next episode, I could get Jack on as a special guest. So I guess you guys can get excited for that, because I know a lot of you guys like So Many Flamingos from the Survival Island series, or from the Survival Shenanigans series, I should say. So thank you guys for watching this episode of constructing Los Angeles. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on the next episode in a few days. Have a good one, guys, and peace out.